Welcome to episode 2, Talking Titos podcast with our hosts, Mel,
What's up?
Tito Joe.
Curio Joe.
Yeah.
My Curio Joe.
So far so good. Thank you for subscribing. We have a surprisingly a decent amount of views, and a decent amount of on our clips and stuff like that. I've never really done YouTube, but I've been on social media for a while, and it's sort of surprising. So far so good. We hope to continue. And this week we're going to talk about growing up in the 80's and 90's, Filipino American.
Time out, real quick.
Yeah.
Can we get a shot of the
Curio
the
cabinet?
Curio cabinet? This is standard issue in every
I'll-
80's and 90's Filipino house. Yellowing pictures, dusty ass glasses,
Glasses. That's our wedding mementos.
dusty glasses, some Dad of the Year award that he got in 1988. But there's old some photo albums, maybe a few old tax returns. This is standard issue growing up in the Philippines. So not only did my
Our passports are in there.
Yes, not only did my household have this growing up, the same setup. We used our dishwasher as a filing cabinet.
We actually use our dishwasher, but this is the first, because when I go out of the house, I'm using that dishwasher. My parents never.
Oh, my parents' take on it was like, we have 2 dishwashers. Their names are Emil and Edward. And then they will show the third dishwasher, Aaron, when it's her time. Like, I don't even know how a dishwasher works, to be honest. I'm 46 years old, never used one. I've hand washed everything.
I didn't know how it worked too until my dishwasher actually broke, and I had to call the company, and they're like, "All right, open the dishwasher." I go, "There's water in there. It's gonna pour out of here. It's gonna pour out all over my kitchen." Like, no, it's just on the bottom. And I opened it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is how it works. It just fills up on the bottom."
Okay, and then here's what blew my mind. You gotta wash the dishes before you put the dishes in the dishwasher. Like, isn't that the point of the machine, is to wash the dishes? But there's a pre-wash before the wash, apparently. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. I was like,
We got it.
Nice.
We got it documented.
I'm sure if I walked around here, there's probably 2 big wooden spoons and a fork.
The weapons of Morroland, obviously.
Yeah,
You ever wear those?
We had that growing up. At my house, we didn't have the wooden spoons and fork.
Yeah.
But my Lola did. And she had the giant wooden rosary beads draped around it.
Or the Last Supper.
Last Supper?
Last Supper. You got to have a Last Supper in your kitchen.
Standard issue, Last Supper.
Actually, my father-in-law had a Last Supper, and he tried to throw it out because my mother-in-law passed away, and he was like, I'm not really religious, so I'm not gonna have the Last Supper anymore. But my wife found it like right when she said, so now it's at our house. You can't throw away the Last Supper.
And I remember being a kid looking at it and going, why is everybody sitting on the same side of the table? Right? They're all in a row.
Yeah.
Who sits at a table? I'm like, okay, there's everybody just gonna sit on one side. So you looking down like this to talk to people.
So I grew up in the 70's. Well, came here like I said, I came here in 72, and we lived in Chicago, Lakeview, and it wasn't like nowadays. It was it was on Broadway and Grace. Nice. Like there used to be an IHOP over there. Now it's and there's a high rise there.
My
That's where we
lived over off Wilton and Grace.
Okay.
After college,
and it was it was not ghetto, but it wasn't like a high society at Lakeview that time. We could see
could you find parking?
I don't know. I didn't even drive. My dad had a car.
Parking is a nightmare over
there. Yeah. We went to, and then I didn't realize growing up that we were like kind of, like poor. We were just average Joe, family with that we grew up. We moved to Skokie when we had enough money. My dad wanted to, like, he didn't want his kids to grow up like in the city, so we moved out there with a lot of other Filipinos, and had a small little townhouse. And yeah, it was okay. And but we used to go to Venture. That was our store. Jewel. Didn't go on any vacations really. Didn't Great America was our trip of the year. That kind of thing. Great America is like an amusement park. But yeah, and not a lot of Filipinos. Well, there was a little bit, but not a lot of. It wasn't a big deal like it is nowadays. Like, hey, I'm Filipino, man. It's important. They didn't celebrate
Yeah.
diversity back in the day. You know. So where you grew up?
I was born on the south side, Hyde Park. My parents were poor. Like, my mom worked at a free clinic as a nurse. My dad's first job, I think, was at the Federal Reserve or something shit like that, with other flips, counting change. Um, but yeah, I mean, they lived when I was born. They lived in on the south side. My United my dad's mom and dad lived with us
Hmm.
for a little bit. Then we moved down to Decatur because that's where my mom's side of the family was. Actually, Mount Zion,
On
which is
site,
an
okay.
even smaller town outside of Decatur. We were the only Asian kids growing up. I think there was a black family that lived behind us, but then yeah, everyone was white, man. Everyone was
That's
white.
interesting. Yeah.
And so growing up, like, my parents never told us that we were Filipino. Like, everyone else told me. Like, they pointed out my differences. So, like, when I was a kid, I thought it was normal that everyone's grandparents lived with them.
Right.
And I thought everyone's I made their sewed their clothes. Like those jam sets,
Hmm.
the shirt and the shorts. Dude, I thought it was cool shit. We go to Joann Fabric. My and I was like, "What kind of outfit do you want?" We got GI Joe, He Man. I'm like, "Shit, run! Well, let me get both. Let me get a floral one, dude." She had the template, sew it all
Nice.
up.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. And then went to the bus stop and was like, "Hey guys, check it out. My Unite made me these clothes." And then they beat me up, so it wasn't that cool. I was like, "Oh, like, this isn't my He-Man outfit. Isn't cool." So yeah, I used to, I get in scrapes over, shit like that. Like, my Tito was colorblind, and he wore some wild outfits. Okay, it's the 80's, so you can
Right.
imagine,
Right.
right?
Right.
And he's colorblind,
Yeah.
so he had like this mustard, like green yellow, like jacket. He wear like blue pants, and
Right.
just shit never matched. And he would used to insist on walking me to the bus stop, and I'm like, "You die, please. Just you can watch me from here. It's at the end of the block." So
Like when you're younger, I always tell Cole that I told my son this when he was smaller. He would come up with these outfits, and same thing when I was younger. I look good, and I'm like, Cole, one day we're gonna look at these pictures and we're gonna laugh at what you're wearing right now. But it's okay. You enjoy what you're wearing because that's
right.
what you think it's all good. And back then, same thing. We had crazy,
Oh yeah, man. I had a lot of dumbass haircuts.
right?
My parents were like, "Whatever, man. It's your head." Just
I didn't
it's
have
like
no options. It was just like
I mean,
bowl.
well, so that was when I was older. When we were kids, dude, grade school until we moved up here, we all had that Asian bowl haircut. Dude, my tita Beba would cut her hair, sit
Salad,
down,
salad or
dude.
fruit bowl,
Dude, exactly. Straight across, a little over ears,
right?
across the neck. Next, I'd sit down. And then, there's on my mom's side, there's what? My CP is a year older than me. Then there's me. Then my cousin CJ is, I think, a year and a half younger than me. And then my brother is 3 years younger than me.
Nice.
So like we wore like all each other's clothes and shit. We all learned how to piss and shit on the same porta potty. It started out with CP and then me, and then we brought it back to their house for my cousin CJ, and then back to our house for my little brother. Oh, and then there's this blue Nike shirt, dude, that we all had. So CP had it first, right?
Nice.
Blue, fresh royal blue, white Nike across.
Yeah.
He's got it in the picture. It's nice, right? Flip the photo album, a couple pages. I'm wearing it. It's a little not so blue.
Right.
The Nike white's not
Yeah.
so bright, but
Yeah.
it still says Nike. Couple pages more. CJ's got it. Man, this thing is more white than it is blue. The letters are peeling off, but you know, hey, it's his turn.
Like,
dude, my brother got it. There's an N and an E. Shit was super faded.
it's still Nike though.
Well, it's still Nike though. You give that to your brother. It's still good. It's okay.
We used to shop at Sears. I mean, that was our store also. And I was really chunky back then. I'm still chunky now. Only size they had for the chunky kids, tough skins.
Oh, I wore husky size pants.
Tough skins, dude, corduroy.
I used to hate shopping with my mom. She
would my God,
dude.
My God.
I didn't get to try on the pants in the dressing room like normal kids. My mom would chase me around the store because she would take the pants and
wrap it
around my neck. Because Filipino thinking is if it fits around your neck, it'll fit around your ass.
My family still does that.
Dude, I hated that shit, dude. We're in the middle of TJ Maxx and Kmart. Emil, come here. Oh, just let me. No.
I couldn't stand shopping either.
Just let me try them on. Just come on, Mom. I'm standing there, and then you see all the other pants.
Right.
We're walking. My mom's like, "No, you got Ober here, husky."
Husky. Yeah, you were big, right?
Yeah, dude.
Until what? Up until when? You leaned out, man. Because I've seen pictures of you. If you saw pictures of Mel when he was younger,
was like 238.
Wow, for your size, that's
dude,
that's
I
thick.
had like close to 300-pound bench press.
Dang.
Deadlift almost 400 pounds, but I couldn't scratch my back and I couldn't run down the block. So it like didn't. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was like the big bro workout. A lot of chest and arms.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shit.
Bench press.
Right. So.
Incline. That's the variety. The bench press incline. Got the curls.
I like the decline.
Yeah.
Decline bench was one of my favorites. But then, I don't know. Once I started training, I didn't. Dude, bro, the heavyweight end of the room is being 5'8". That's rough, dude. There's some big boys.
There's some big boys. Yeah.
There's weight classes for a reason.
I don't. I'm lucky enough when we train. I'm always the biggest guy, but. I have props for guys like you and the other guys who are smaller, and you have to go against the heavies. It's like, ooh, I don't like that idea at all.
I love it. I like it. I love it.
Like you're going against someone like my size. It's like me going up someone who's like 450 pounds.
I want it. Bring the smoke.
I don't like that at all.
I love that shit. Dude, I used to get in trouble at our MMA gym. The big gym bros used to come in and dude, I'd piece those dudes up, dude. My coach would be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Stop doing that."
Right.
What? He's like, if you beat up the new guys, they won't come back.
Yeah,
I need their gym dues. So
if you martial arts, and we'll go into this a little bit. Some guys come and then they want to learn. Some guys come, get beat up, and then they want to quit.
Oh,
forever.
Dude, it's the big.
Most people want to quit.
Yeah,
but the guys who want
my favorite is like when I hit them with a good leg kick.
Oh God!
And they're like, oh, There's this expressions. They start limp. They try to put weight on it, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, that shit hurts, right? Like it's different. And then like I love when they can't catch you.
Oh yeah.
They're like just swing at air, and they're like, bro, fuck out of here.
My mind is much faster than my body because my mind will be like, I got to do this, so reach over here, and my hand's like, sucks. But that's how it is. You get older, you're bigger, you're slow, but
yeah, speed's the first thing to go.
Yeah.
Power doesn't. Power still stays.
Yeah.
But I worked at Old Navy for like
Nice.
no,
Are they still around? Are they still open? Old Navy?
yeah.
Yeah, they're still open, right?
Dude, it sucked, man.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, the cool part was I worked with a bunch of like hot chicks and shit.
Yeah,
Man, no, retail was not it, dude. I do still fold my pants the Gap Incorporated way, like,
yeah.
and
Man, you learned a skill.
my son's mom,
Yeah.
still makes fun of me, but she's like, because she'll fold it one
Yeah.
way and put Eli's pants away, and then I'll do it
Right.
that way, and then put it away. She's like, but I like rage quit that job at like 19. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I always wanted to just quit a job and leave, but
Oh,
I
dude,
was always polite.
oh, dude.
I was always polite.
I was like working in the fitting room.
Yeah.
I was going through it. Must have been having a bad day.
Yeah.
And like the one assistant manager or whatever that I didn't like asked me to do something.
I hate
and
that.
I was like, I took my headset off and was like, you know what? Fuck you, you do it. And she was like, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this job. I'm fucking out. I stormed out, and one of my best friends at the time was working, and he was folding a table full of shirts, dude. I have a temper. I walked up to the table and I went to flip it, and he's looking at me like, no, please don't, dude. I gotta fold that shit. And I was like, I lifted it up, set it down, and it's fucking starting to like,
Dang.
But then after that, then I worked as a rigger
Okay.
at McCormick Place for a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. I never had a good job. It was always minimum wage. I always wish, like, oh, I wish I worked at like freaking Sport Mart or something kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it was always something crappy, you know. It's always crappy. But we were just happy to get a job and get paid, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but then I started selling weed to my friends, so
Yeah, a little bit more lucrative.
yeah, supplement my income.
So, did your like growing up? Did you guys eat? Oh yeah, I have a funny story. Like me and my buddy were playing. I didn't have a lot of friends over. My house wasn't the hangout house, right? But occasionally someone would come over and hang out with me. And so we were downstairs playing Atari. Remember Atari with the stick?
Yeah.
Space Invaders. And my buddy was sitting with you were like intent. And my pop's like, Joe, you and your friend come up and eat, and then you could play later on. And I go, all right, pops. And my buddy's like, oh, I didn't know you spoke Filipino. And I go, no, my dad was talking to me in English. he had such he had such a bad he had such a bad I mean he had such an accent that like he thought he couldn't understand a word he was saying. And even now where my pops is, love him, but he has that accent and it just
Yeah,
never
man, my
gone away.
dad, same, and I have to. So we ran a bulk bayan business, and some of my friends would work for us at any given time.
Yeah,
come and go in between
right.
jobs, just that, whatever. Always had a spot
I
for
would have
them.
liked that job, just picking up boxes
Dude,
and
it was
stuff.
cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a foodie, so I got spots all over the city now.
Nice.
Like, I got it. What do you want to eat, bro? What neighborhood? Where
Right.
you going? I got a spot in every neighborhood.
Dang.
Bro, I used to just ride down smoke, pick up boxes, dude. It was easy as shit. I mean, I got stuck with the shitty vehicles.
Yeah.
Like, my dad always got the good ones. We got this. One of our vehicles was this old shitty white Dodge like painter van that he got from work, I think. And the seat didn't move. AM, FM radio. It was like the suspension was fucked. So like, it was just like do. It was hot, loud, noisy, but he'd give me my list and off to the wild I go. So
Nice.
I mean, it was cool.
How do you have that business? How did he have a partner, or did he just start up himself?
Started up himself. Like, his whole thing is don't work well with people. I got in trouble, and he was like, "Oh, this motherfucker ain't gonna be able to get a job when he gets out." So That was like the running
That took
joke.
him. That took him up.
Yeah, so I was like, let's get this idiot a job when he comes home.
Man,
So
I don't know. That's cool though. To have your own thing. And he doesn't do it anymore, does he?
no, like he does it. We have a handful of clients
Right.
that he'll pick up boxes for, and instead of us booking the containers, the delivery, and all that, we send it to a co-loader.
Okay.
We just tax these guys, and then they ship it out and deliver it. So
I remember when that big flood happened in what 2012 was it? Remember it was
the
like
typhoon.
yeah, the
Yeah,
typhoon.
we donated a couple containers. My dad
That's
was like all
awesome.
on the news and shit.
Yeah, I figured because I know it was like logistic issues. Like
Yeah, we did one
it's
out here
hard.
in
Yeah, it's hard.
Bolingbrook, and
Yeah.
then he did one at the Rizal Center, or like helped coordinate with one at the Rizal Center.
Yeah, they're going. The Philippines are going through it right now with the typhoons, man.
Yeah,
Cebu and stuff like that. I don't know if you have family there, but
not in Cebu, but
you see pictures. It's terrible, man. The
yeah,
sea. It's like when it floods like that and you're on the island. The ocean is there. The ocean is in your lawn.
yeah,
You
just
know,
coming through your town.
it's not a river. It's not like rainwater and stuff. You're floating around with everything, and it's terrible. I know we flooded up in Morton Grove where I grew up, and I used to be in the basement, and it's the worst ever. It's like just
Yeah,
flooding.
everything's fucked.
Everything's screwed. My comic collection was just destroyed.
Yeah,
Like I was in high school at the time. Ooh, God, I was so depressed. But it didn't like reach but
no,
it
but
just
just enough, couple feet,
yeah.
6 8 inches. That's enough
I was in the basement.
to
Yeah,
screw everything up.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was like 6 inches of rain in my bedroom, and I was like, oh God. So yeah, in the Philippines and this global warming stuff, and but people are just like, let's elect the son of the guy who screwed our country out of $1 billion, and let's keep on rolling with these guys. I'm like, so now there's a lot of protests and stuff about all the flood money.
yeah. I mean, it's the Philippines, so
It's a Philippines
they accept
corruption, man.
a certain amount of corruption.
Yeah,
But like when people are dying, like
yeah,
nothing got done, and
right.
people are dying, they're like,
Ghost
bro,
projects.
right?
Yeah,
We got to draw the line somewhere.
and the and then it's like the money. Their kids are on Instagram, like traveling, freaking new Bentleys,
Yeah, yeah.
Mercedes. It's like this is beyond depressing, man. And
My dad's first cousin is Duterte's
oh, really?
Secretary of Defense,
Mm-hmm.
Vitaliano Aguirre.
Okay. I don't know. I don't. I follow enough on the news.
Bro, his boss is in the gulag.
Yeah, yeah. For
So,
really,
it's hopefully he's okay, but
hopefully,
hopefully.
in a sense, the country kind of needed someone to like lock down some stuff, but maybe not to the extreme, like just
Bro, he's just killing
killing people,
motherfuckers, bro.
kill
Dude,
people.
the most crazy shit that
Yeah,
I heard he did, like the drug addicts were coming out, were pleading for mercy, like, please don't kill us. He's like, all right, cool. Write your name, address in this book, and we'll take you guys to rehab.
right.
Dude, he just set people on motorcycles and just pull up to their lipat bahay.
But it stopped that. Stop the drugs.
Dude, go to the next house.
Oh my God.
Dude, just killing everybody, dude. It's
Yeah.
fucking wild. My dad is like, you bet. I'm like, so you trying to send me to the Philippines?
Yeah, different hardcore policies, man. It's just an extreme. So I don't know. I hope that I think I think the population is actually finally like enough of this crap, enough of this corruption. I know, there's protests now. We'll
Like
see
I
how that
said, they
goes.
accept a certain amount.
Yeah,
It's just
not
the
when
way
people are
it's the way
floating
things
away.
are. Right.
Your freaking family's floating away. Then you gotta draw the line,
Yeah.
right? So did your family, were you guys traditional cooking a lot of Filipino food?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like especially with my 90 Thai, if I complain, I'm like, ew, that's gross. They're
Oh
like,
man.
putang ina.
Yeah.
They're starving kids in the
You
Philippines.
yeah, you
They
never ask. What's for dinner? Like I remember asking, like, what's for dinner? Innocently. They're like, you're eating whatever we give you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it. I'm eating that.
Well, and then my cousin's a Decatur, my tita Bebo, she would make 2 meals. She'd make a Filipino dinner for her and my tita Boyet, and then like fucking mac and cheese and shit for the kids. And I used to eat both. I was like, y'all are missing out. I'm like, sinigang is awesome, but I'll take some mac and cheese too.
Yeah, that's how my kids are. We will eat American, and they love Senegal. They love all that stuff because whatever is available. But it's funny that you say Boyette because I asked my wife. She's been here. She came here when she was like 19. So very fabulous. Love her. So, but I go, hey, give me a name of a boy's name that starts with a B. Boyette.
Every Filipino family has a Tito Boy, a Tito Baby,
Yeah.
a Tito Bong. I'm Tito Bong in our family.
Really?
Just for obvious reasons, because I called it. I'm like, I'm Tito Bong.
A
I call my cousins, and my cousins are all like, no argument. Tito Bong. Like, no one else wanted to be Tito Bong.
Tito
Boy. Tito Boyet.
JD, JR, NJ.
We have RJs. We have an RJ and this. We have RJ, CJ, CP.
Nice.
All the girls are Maria something on my mom's side of the family. Maria Lourdes, Maria.
Nice.
My mom's Maria Diadema.
Tradition, man.
My dad's side of the family, all the siblings are E's.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, my siblings were all E's.
Cool. So anything that you did, so growing up, like the way you raise your son now, do you take anything that you learned and kind of try to?
Oh yeah, bro. He takes his shoes off at the door.
Nice.
Just like we learned.
My kids are the only one who like bless anyone.
He does. He blesses.
Like,
He greets everyone when he comes in the room.
so you're influenced. Your son, obviously Filipino.
Yeah.
At least he's half, but that's cool.
Yeah. He's very identifies with the culture. Like he likes being Filipino. Like
cool.
He knows he's Filipino. I teach him some Tagalog. Like his favorite, I said before, his favorite phrase is "putang ina."
Filipino Heritage Month this month,
which is
that was never a thing when we were growing up. There was no
Filipino. Dude.
There was even. I don't think there was even an Asian month back then. Was there? I
don't think so.
There might have not even been a Black History Month when we were young. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Well, I do remember Black History Month in junior high.
Okay.
Because we used to have to watch Roots.
Yeah.
Which was
then
cool
they'd be like, Mel, so what's it like to be Black?
Dude, the white kids used to get the shit beat out of them after for that week of school, dude. The black kids would be sitting there watching Roots. Pissed off. Like, oh, white kids didn't get
Roots.
LeVar
Burton.
What's your name? Kunta. Toby. All right, Toby.
Did you guys do anything during the summers, like when you were young, or were you like latchy kids, like stay home?
So we kind of lived in the hood when we moved up here in Joliet. Yeah. My parents would send me back down to Decatur for the summers.
Okay.
For like a week or two at a time, because my tita Bebo.
Was it like was your house out there in Decatur more like rural, like a subdivision?
Subdivision is a lot like this.
Okay.
House much like this. My cousin and her family actually live there now.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was a regular like neighborhood. Indicator, like what was it? PPG, Staley's, ADM, Firestone, and like Illinois Power were like the 5 places that your dad worked,
that your family worked.
Your family would work. So, yeah, and then Decatur ended up just being like a dying industrial town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but in like late 90s, early 2000s, they had like these exploding tires on Ford Explorers.
Right.
That's
like, crazy. I don't remember that.
Explode and people would die. They came from this fucking Firestone factory.
Nice. God.
So I could go figure.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, then my mom worked at a mental hospital down in Decatur.
That's hardcore. Because
Dude,
even if you work at a mental hospital at like Highland Park or freaking, it's crazy.
dude, it used to trip me out, man. We go visit my mom at
Yeah.
work. Fuck, dude. I remember when she'd be in the kids unit. There was this. I remember there's a kid my age.
Right.
Kid had a lacrosse helmet on. You know how big lacrosse helmets were back in the?
Right.
They're bigger than football helmets,
Yeah.
right? With the big cage,
Yeah.
dude. And he was just smacking his head off this pylon,
Oh
this
my god.
cement pylon, in the middle of like the day room, just. And my mom looks at me and was like, "See, you keep misbehaving, you'll be here with him." I was like, "Fuck, dude, I can't have this dude as a roommate."
Were there other Filipino nurses where she was at, or was she one of the few?
No, dude, there was no Filipinos like
Wow.
in
Dang.
Central Illinois.
Yeah.
It was just like us. So I asked my mom, like, "Yo, how the fuck did we end up in Decatur,
Right.
Central Illinois? Why don't we go with the other 5 million Filipinos in California?"
Yeah.
Well, my grandma Sweetland, my great aunt, she had a thing for servicemen.
Oh.
So she married one dude, and then I think they got divorced, and then she married Grandpa Sweetland. And Grandpa Sweetland was from
Yeah, that didn't
Decatur.
sound Filipino at all. But
No.
yeah.
Bill Sweetland,
Yeah.
Grandpa Bill. And then they moved here to Decatur, or moved down to Decatur, and then Grandma Sweetland petitioned my Tita Beblet, who's my mom's oldest sister, who's the matriarch of my mom's side of the Reyes family.
Right.
She's in her 80s and still runs shit, man. She's the boss. My
Right.
Tita Beblet came, so then she brought us all here. I'm like, damn. Tita Beblet, you couldn't have landed in like San Diego?
I know, right?
Or like Culver City, like all the other Filipinos?
Yeah.
Stuck in the middle of Central Illinois. But
My dad came from the Philippines, and he initially got a job in California, or got a job offer in California, and that didn't work out. He ended up in Chicago, and I was like, "Wow, we could have been in California," because that's like when you like I visited California when I was in high school, and I was like, "Man, they really like are much more like traditional and feel authentic Filipinos out." We were in Torrance, Carson.
yeah, my cousins live in
All the
Torrance.
Filipinos are there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool to have all your Filipino friends and blah blah blah.
But because of the way I grew up
Yeah.
and hanging out with like white kids and
Yeah.
like blue collar kids, and some kids had rough, didn't have good home lives.
Right.
I didn't get along with a lot of the Filipinos.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
motherfuckers are soft.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just, you know what I mean? Like they
Right.
were
For sure.
upper middle class, and I was kind of middle class, lower middle. My friends were middle class, lower middle class. A lot of my friends, I knew a lot of people whose parents were divorced and shit. Like Filipinos don't.
Yeah, we don't
do that. Like
yeah.
your dad might be a gambling womanizer motherfucker,
horrible. Yeah.
horrible dude, but guess what?
Still married.
Still married.
It's against God.
I did it legit. Like even my mom, man, they're I get my wildness from somebody, right? So
Right.
there's quite a few times they're like, "Mom, if you want to go, we got your back." Like
Right.
we don't blame you. But mom kept the gangster and held
Wow.
the family together. So
Yeah.
she's like, "Your dad's an idiot." Well, much like myself, he's an idiot, but he's a good man.
Right.
Like just sometimes can't get out of his own way. So, but like every year on their anniversary, I'm always like, "Dad, thanks for not fucking up enough, like big enough where mom was like, I can't take it anymore."
Yeah. Good parenting. So let me think. I think we could. Okay, so I think we could wrap up this episode. That was good talking and learning about growing up in America as a freaking Filipino American, and we all have our different stories, right? So
I mean, my house was always a favorite place for my friends to eat.
oh yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
So,
Well,
and I always told them growing up, like, if you like it, just don't ask what's in it. I had a good friend, my boy Stink. Shout out to my boy Stink. He lived with us for a little while when we were in high school, and
Yeah.
bro, he ate everything my parents cooked.
Nice.
Dude, he'd never ask questions.
Right.
My mom would come to the dinner table. He'd sit down, get the rice, put rice on his plate, put ulam. Dude, he would not ask.
Right.
Dude, he didn't give a shit. He would just
Yeah.
eat it. Dude, he loves didn't go on.
Nice.
He'll go to Joe Finn in Bolingbrook and get longanisa for his
Yeah.
girlfriend. Or make a lug for breakfast.
I remember the first time my son ever ate longanisa. I made it for him for breakfast. I go, listen, at lunch you're gonna burp and you're gonna taste that longanisa.
Yeah.
And he laughed when it happened to him. He
Dude,
laughed. He remembered
my
it.
favorite was I burp and then blow it through my nose. Get that little spicy from the achuete, that red shit. Real Filipino burp. Ah, nice.
All right.
My Titos used to make it, so.
Really? Yeah. My dad used to make.
I remember stuffing the pork through the grinder while my Tito cranked it with she'd have the casing.
I don't know what it is when you could buy it for like, $6 a pack. That make their own sausage. My dad used to make his own sausages too.
Yeah, my dad did too. Like he'd make his own longanisa.
I love sausages. I love longanisa.
Dude, worst kitchen is my spot. Dude.
Dang, yeah, we should go there after training.
Saturdays, they got the grill going.
Yeah.
Steak and ale all day.
Really? Oh,
I eat a pound for myself.
All right, let's wrap up this episode, and thanks for attending. Subscribe, tell all your friends, like and subscribe.
Click like and
Click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.